I'm Charlie Webb. I'm here at the Nashville Predators game watching them take on the Colorado Avalanche for Game 2. And you're watching Coast to Coast.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. Here's a series that didn't go as people expected. I think a lot of people thought that this was going to be a sweep, and truly almost went to 7 games. The tenacity and the resiliency that Colorado showed in this series was very, very impressive. Now you notice I don't have any jerseys up here. I do have another Colorado jersey. I felt like hanging it up would be the wrong decision because I don't have anything to put aside it. I don't have a Nashville jersey yet. I've ordered one. It is on the way. It should be here tomorrow. It's in Halifax right now. I live in Charlottetown, so it should be here. It should be delivered tomorrow, which is awesome, which will mean that I have an NHL jersey for every single NHL team except for the Islanders, and soon to be Winnipeg as well, because I'm giving the Winnipeg jersey away next month. So I'm almost there for a jersey from every team, so pretty excited about that. Back to this series. I have some notes here that I've put down. I've watched every game of this series. It was fantastic hockey, and Colorado really showed a ton of fight, and I want to talk about some of that fight in my notes here. But first, I have Rene. I really felt like he struggled in the first half of a lot of those games. Colorado scored the first goal in I think the first 3 games, and they were all soft goals basically, and he let in some soft goals throughout the series as well. Didn't really look like a typical Pekka Rinne fashion style goaltending, and I don't know if Nashville fans would be worried about that moving forward. I don't think they would be. If you are a Nashville fan and you're watching, let me know down in the comments if you're worried about his play moving forward. I'm personally not worried about it. I think that, stuff happens, fluky goals go in, and sometimes you just have off games, so I'm going to account it to that. Colorado goaltending, if Varlamov got injured before the season, couldn't play any of the playoffs, Bernier stepped in, I thought played unbelievable. He was really, really good. And then he goes down, and you have Andrew Hammond, who went on the incredible run with Ottawa a couple of years ago. I think he went like 21-3 or something like that to get them into playoffs in 2014, I think. 2014, 2015. And he showed some of that magic in Game 5. Colorado was down 3-1 in the series, and he came in and he played fantastic. He played unbelievable. And that game specifically, I was watching it. It was 1-0 with Nashville. Nashville scored for that skate off, or that goal off Benino's skate, I think it was. And 8 minutes left in the third. It's like, man, this is it. I don't see how Colorado's going to come back and win this game. 8 minutes left. You're playing Nashville. And then they scored right away, made it 1-1, and then they scored again, made it 2-1. It's like, holy crap, this is actually happening. Colorado's going to come back in the series and take it to 7 games. I can see the fight in them and stuff. And then the last game happened, Game 6. They were so undisciplined. They were so caught up. They went down early in the game, and they were so caught up and frustrated with the fact that happened that they were taking penalties and trying to play physically after the whistles and start altercations and stuff, and things they should not be doing. Don't waste your time doing that stuff. So I think they're a young team. They're the youngest team by average in the NHL. I think that has something to do with it. So, but that's experience, right? They missed the playoffs last year. They were the worst team in the NHL. They came back this year. They knew what it needed to get to the playoffs. And they showed like they almost knew what they needed to do to get past a playoff round. They had such fight in them that was pretty admirable. Even Nashville fans, I think you can agree that Colorado put up such an incredible fight. PK Subban himself just came out and said that Nathan MacKinnon deserves the heart, and he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. These are 2 guys that battled on the ice. If you watched the series, PK Subban basically punched Nathan MacKinnon in the face during a play, and they battled on the ice endlessly. And friends off the ice, Subban paid him a very, very impressive remark there and showed him a lot of respect. So Nathan McKinnon is an incredible player, put the team on his back as well as a few other players. I felt like Rantanen had a fantastic series. He was really great, very underrated player in the NHL. The fact that they took it to 6 games, I think, was a pretty big message to the Colorado fans from the team, basically saying, hey, we're sorry about last year. We're here to play. We've got young, skilled guys in this team. This team is going in the right direction. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for cheering for us and sticking with us during the hard time last year, and still believing in this team this year and moving forward. So I think it's a pretty cool message by the team. Colorado's face-off percentage, 40.9%, playing pretty much one of the best teams in the league as far as face-offs in Nashville, so deep up the middle there. But 40.9%, that's unacceptable. That was an impactful point of the season for sure, or impactful point of the series for sure. As far as depth goes in Nashville, you have 4 lines that can contribute by anyone. Any person on any 4 lines can contribute. You have to be so careful of who's on the ice at all times when you're playing Nashville. Watson 7 points, Sisson 7 points, Ekholm 6 points. It's a team that can strike from any line up front, like I said, and a team that can strike from the back end. Ekholm, Ellis, Josi, Subban, the list goes on. It's such a deep team, and a team that any other team should be scared to play for sure. Fischer's presence, I felt, was noticeable, but he was off the score sheet, didn't get any points, but he did make some pretty impressive plays breaking into the zone. He won a lot of puck battles along the boards, and just his experience alone, communicatively to his other teammates, is important for that team. Fiala was snake-bitten a little bit. I think he'll be better next series. I know they're playing Winnipeg. I know the scoring is going to be way down compared to the Colorado series, but I think Fiala is going to have a bounce-back series. I think he's going to play a lot better offensively in that series. Zadorov, physically and offensively, had a great series. I think he was playing a little bit above his expectations, which is always a good thing. And he laid some big hits, scored some big goals, and I felt like he had a really good series, so I wanted to mention that. Nashville plays Winnipeg in the next series. No predictions yet. I'll talk about that in the upcoming video for that series. But speaking of predictions, in this series, I predicted that Nashville would win in 5. I felt like a lot of people had the same prediction, so that wasn't unusual. But the result, Nashville won in 6. So Colorado fans should not be disappointed. They should be proud of their team and happy of how well they did. Nashville fans should be glad that they got by Colorado, because it could have been embarrassing if they had lost to a team that snuck into the playoffs and was the worst team in the NHL last year. So I think both fans should be happy, and regardless, Nashville fans should be very happy that they're going to go on and make it to the second round. So thanks guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you did like this video, hit the like button. If you're new here, I hope you can hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.